Thank you.
Okay, we're going to bring everybody over to swear them in. Is that?
Yes. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, we are now on with the judge. If y'all can all mute yourself, and so the judge can hear, or you can hear the judge. He's gonna read y'all's rights, and after he's done, we're going to put y'all back into the waiting room and bring y'all in one by one. So, just make sure you're muted so it doesn't make sound effects in the back, please. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Lance Consino, and I'm Justice of the Peace here in Precinct 4. This is a guilty plea hearing this morning. So if you are wanting to discuss your case, what you will need to do first, before you say anything, is, of course, we will need to swear you in, and you will need to mark on those sheets that you have been sent whether you are pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you want to discuss your case with the DA, then you will mark not guilty on that, and our clerks will set up an interview with you with the DA. If you are simply wanting to pay the fine, then either a guilty or a no contest plea is what will be required first, and then we will proceed to actually hear your case. Remember that this is a legal hearing in court, and so anything that you say can and will be used against you. And so we need to be clear about that. And if there are any questions, we'll address those individually when we bring each one of you up. So in the meantime, everyone who will be talking to me this morning to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest, you'll please raise your right hand to be sworn in this morning. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now we're gonna take you out and then we'll bring you in one by one so you can speak with the judge. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're going to start with Jackson Money. His case number is 2021-290-034, and he has two. So there's 2021-290-164.
Okay, what was that name again?
Jackson Money.
Jackson Money. Okay, hold on just a moment. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jackson.
He has two cases, Judge. It's going to be 2021-290-034 and 164.
164. Okay. Let's see. 164, and what was the other one?
034.
34. Okay. Let me put those together. Okay. Mr. Jackson, your
Yes, sir.
birthday is November 4th of 2000.
Yes, sir.
You are 20 years old currently.
Yes, sir.
You'll be 21 not until November.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there was not a, was there a diversion plea made, Cindy, on this?
I contacted them and was looking for information, but then I decided just to take care of it through the court. So I was not looking for the diversion program.
Do you understand how the diversion program works?
I'm sorry, Judge, but he has 2 cases that were done at 2 different times, so he wouldn't qualify.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it didn't qualify, even though he was contacted initially, probably on the first one?
It was for the first one, and then I got the second one in that.
Okay. Okay, let's see then. Okay, Mr. Jackson, how are you pleading? Let's see, I'm trying to find the date on the first case.
The first case was, I have the citations right here. The first case
034, yes, the 034 case.
on the 034, I'm pleading no contest.
You're pleading no contest on that one. Have you marked that on that form?
Am I supposed to print these out or send you back an edited PDF?
You're supposed to print the PDF off, sign it, and then scan it and send it back to us.
Okay. I wasn't sure that was the process, but I can get that done within the hour.
Okay, okay. And then on the second cause, which was ending in 164.
Also, no contest.
Okay, so no, you're pleading no contest on both of those.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's deal with the first one, the 034 first, and you will mark on both of those. You'll print both of those and sign those, and then scan them and send them back to our clerk. Since you have pleaded no contest, you understand that this means that we will hear your case just as if it will result probably in a conviction, and there will be a fine involved. Tell
Yes,
me
sir.
about this first case back in January. What happened?
Besides what's written on the report?
Yes, I want to hear it from you.
So, what happened was I just went to smoke with some buddies that I just made, and just wasn't thinking. Went somewhere where they caught us, but and then
Are you a regular user?
I mean, not anymore. After that second one, especially, I moved back in with my parents' house. I mean, the bunk bed's behind me, but I'm living with them just because tired of getting in trouble.
Employed?
Right now, I'm just doing DoorDash because I'm helping my parents move. They're moving to Wyoming, and so I'm just doing DoorDash until I get up to Wyoming, and then I'll be finding a full-time job.
So you're planning on going with them to Wyoming?
Yes, sir. At least for the summer.
I see. And what do your parents do?
My dad does something with USAA, some project management, upper level. I'm not entirely sure. And my mother's a special ed teacher at the Bernie High School.
And they may be just up there for the summer. Is that the idea, or is that?
Oh no, they're moving like up there because since my dad can work from home and my mom's parents are in poor health, so they want to be up there.
Now, what were you doing on in January when this first ticket occurred?
During both of those tickets, I was attending Texas Tech High School or college, not high school.
Okay. And you were picked up on a traffic stop, is that correct?
For the first one,
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't in my car.
Okay. The possession of drug paraphernalia. How did they find that on your person?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was walking down the street and someone reported that a smell and that uh, and gave our descriptions, and so they stopped by and were like,
Okay. And
yeah.
then on the second one.
And then on the second one, that was to be honest, that was me being an idiot. There wasn't much dumber I could do right there. Smoking in the dorm on 420 with some friends. Yeah, there was a lot of bad decisions involved with that one, and then we got caught.
Still in school?
Yes, I'm still in school.
You just got done with finals, or you're in the process of taking finals?
The finals just got finished up a week or two ago.
That's what I thought. And how did you do in your classes?
I failed my chemistry class, but all the others I passed, and I got an A in my trig and A in my political science class.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good. Good to hear. The obviously it's very serious when we have two cases and this close together,
Yes,
basically in the same semester. And so we have a situation here. A lot of times I will go lenient, but when we have a case of repeat, let's just be honest, repeat stupidity, it's
yes, sir.
kind of hard to justify anything but a fairly harsh move on this. I am going to I'm going to fine you $250 on each one, plus there will be court costs. So it's going to be fairly expensive. And I'm going to require both an alcohol awareness and a drug awareness class. And I find it interesting that when you were approached on the first case, that you didn't seek to do the diversion program.
Honestly, it's because I still don't want my parents to know. They are very religious, and I feel like one of the reasons I smoke a lot or used to was because like stress and stuff like that, and I feel like telling my parents would just add more stress right now. So I'm just trying to
Well, you
get to them.
understand, of course, that these go on your record, and because you didn't do the diversion process on the first time, you have a much more difficult time. Had you gotten the second ticket, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but hopefully the diversion process would have kept you from this second ticket, because of course, looking at it as an employer or you know anything future in the future that you want to do, it doesn't look very good, obviously. And
Yes,
so drug awareness on the first one, and I'm going to require a second course. We'll call it alcohol awareness on on the second case, and $250 fines on each, plus the court costs on each. And I hope to meet you on the street in a successful career years down the road, but not in court again, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jackson, can you call me at my office in about 45 minutes, and I'll let you know how you need to take care of the fine and court costs. My number is 806-775-1546.
Is it just a 6 on the telephone number that I called before?
Yes, sir. I can just call that
Okay.
number in about 45 minutes, so we'll get done with court, and then I can help you with that, okay?
Alrighty, I'll get the documents printed and scanned, and so that'll be ready.
That'll work. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye. Okay, Jack. The next one is going to be Devin Cruz, 2021-290047 for a PI.
Okay.
Good morning, Devin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're now on with the judge.
Good morning, Devin.
Good morning.
The charge this morning is public intoxication. How are you pleading on that?
Guilty.
You're pleading guilty,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
You understand the ramifications of that,
Yes, sir.
okay? Do you have that form in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you will mark the guilty on it, put your correct name, correct address and phone number where we can actually contact you. Because unless you want a warrant to go out for your arrest, you will put the correct address on.
Yes, sir.
If we can't contact you, then the only way we can contact you is through a warrant, and those don't tend to end up too well.
Okay.
Okay, and you've marked guilty on that
Yes,
sheet.
sir.
Okay. Tell me about how this came about, Devin.
Well, I really don't remember, honestly. I just remember going to the bar with my friends, and then they said that I left because I had my own car, and then I left the bar, I guess, drunk, and then I I don't remember. I just remember waking up. I remember the police were telling me to put my hands on my back, and then I was like, "What did I do?" And I guess that's when I really started focusing in. I guess where I was at, and then I was like, "Well, damn, I'm going to jail." And then I asked them what I did, and then I just remember me pretty much just going to the bar and then ending up in jail. And then they told me that I was trespassing, and then I was resisting arrest, and then, but yeah,
You
I
have,
was drunk.
with that resisting arrest, do you have a case upstairs in a higher court?
I don't know, sir. This is I thought it was all together with this, because I mean that's what I heard that they charged me with was public intoxication and trespassing and resisting arrest. That's what they told me. But I mean, I thought this was what this.
The only charge that I have is the public intoxication. So I'm thinking that you may have a case upstairs. Cindy, do you know if Devin has a case upstairs on anything else, or is this the only? Or is this the only case we're dealing with?
This will be the only case we're dealing with for sure.
But is there another case upstairs?
Yes, he'll have a criminal trespass and resisting arrest.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then what we need to do is probably delay, do a continuance on this until after those have been settled out.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get it reset. Devin, I will send you a new court hearing. Go take care of the cases upstairs first. Once those are resolved, then we'll schedule this one for court. So I'm gonna set this out for about 6 months to see if we can hear anything from your other cases pending.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Is a good mailing address still 9606 North Kester Avenue, Lubbock, Texas 79403?
The area code is 79415.
Okay. I will get that fixed and I will send you a new setting, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Judge, the next one is 2021-290049 for David Corey.
Okay.
Good morning, David. You're now on with the judge.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Mr. Okori, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
Okori?
Real fast, can I say something?
We first of all, remember that this is a plea hearing. If you want to actually discuss your case, then you would need to mark not guilty and discuss it with the
Oh,
DA.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I completely plead guilty. I just have a question because I live in a college dorm room, especially back in Texas Tech. I live in Houston now, or right now at least. But I lived in a dorm room in Texas Tech, and whenever a mail is sent to us, it has to go through the school system before it goes to our dorm, and then they have to email us and contact us about our stuff, whatever. And I didn't even receive my first mail, and I received both. I got my second mail also saying that I missed my
Right.
visit. Yeah, so I got them both on the same day, and which is only 2 days ago. And as you can see, it was sent to my Houston address.
Okay.
Yeah, but the original one was sent to Lubbock, and then it was sent to my Houston address. So I never got it until like 2 days ago.
Okay.
I have both of them here.
If you are you pleading guilty this morning then?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, then if you'll mark that on the form and put your correct address, that is where you can be reached during
Yes.
this summertime. Will you be coming back to Texas Tech in the fall?
I believe so. Well, that's my plan at least now.
Okay. Put your address where you can be reached, because obviously if we can't get a hold of you, we give you some grace. That's why your appearance in April, which you didn't appear, you had some grace to this one.
Yeah.
However, if we can't contact you after this, then of course warrants will be issued for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so make sure that that is a correct address where you can be reached now during this.
Yes, sir. I just didn't want an additional fine to be added because I really have no money. So
Right, I understand. Okay, so you have marked guilty on that form then?
I'm sorry, I have to bring it up.
If you are pleading guilty, then mark that on the form, and I will hear your case now. Tell me about it. The charge is possession of drug paraphernalia, and how did this come about?
So I was in my school dorm, and it was just a smell, and they came to my room and searched it and found those. It's really that simple. I was pretty it was pretty quick and everything. So it was really simple. That's all that happened basically.
Are you a regular user?
Am I what?
A regular user.
Oh, regular? No, I'm not.
So this was you're saying that this was a one-time thing, infrequent? What?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't frequent. Definitely, I was not a. It was not a one-time thing. I wouldn't say that, but it was definitely. I definitely don't do it frequently. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
What's your major?
Right now it was mechanical engineering, but I'm looking at other things like graphic design and stuff like that because you never really know.
Because of what?
I'm having issues just being interested in mechanical engineering and stuff.
I understand.
Yeah.
How are your grades?
They're all right. For my first semester, they were that good. My second semester, I kind of tried to make up my grades a little bit more. So, getting there.
So you're having a challenge growing up a little bit.
Yeah, basic human challenges. Yeah.
Your date of birth is 10/13/02. So you are
18.
You're 18 years old. Won't be 19 until October.
Yes, sir.
Were you Have you been in trouble with the law before?
No, never.
Were you sent a pre-plea agreement? Did you receive any information? You probably haven't received any information about our pre-plea program.
No, specifically what?
Okay. Are you sure that you have no other cases?
No, I have literally zero.
Nothing other than maybe traffic tickets?
I don't even have a driver's license, so
You don't even have a driver's license?
yeah.
Okay. Cindy, can we check and see if we can refer him over to the,
Okay, let me call Shannon real fast because I
Okay.
sent all those over to Shannon. So I don't know if she got with him. 1 second.
okay. We'll check on that. We try and, just to make sure that, especially since we've been having trouble with communication, to make sure that you have the option to make an amend for what has occurred here, to straighten it out without it going on your record. It requires, of course, that you take a lot of courses, that you jump through a lot of hoops to do that, but it gives you then a clean record, and we would change your plea on that form from guilty to a not guilty while that is pending. If you don't complete that, then of course then it would come back to this court, and it would be a guilty verdict.
Okay.
Did you have something you wanted to ask?
Yeah. Yeah. You said that I'd have to do some program or class or something like that.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. What would that be?
If I simply fine you and I'll require drug awareness classes and things like that, but it will go on your record, and it will be a black mark on your record from now on. If you go through the pre-program, you'll do essentially the same things, but you will have a chance to have a clean record as long as you don't do this again or get into trouble again.
Mhm.
And that's why we're checking on that to see if that is a possibility for you or not.
Okay.
Okay. So we should be able to find that out in just a moment or two, and then see where we go from here.
Yes, sir. So if I do not get the pre-plea thing, how much I was just want to know because how much exactly my fine would be, because like I said, I only have like $8 in total in my account, so I don't really know.
Well, the fines are generally pretty severe, and so
Okay.
you may have to make payment arrangements, and you may have to do something with a job or something like that to pay all of that off.
Yeah, my the policeman that issued the citation said that the fine was from like $50 to $500 or within range. Yeah.
That's correct. And what I do is I discuss that individually. That's why I ask questions, and based on how I feel about your prospects for the
Mhm.
future, then of course I make my assessment as to actually how much
Yes, sir.
and what other requirements that we do. Our purpose is not to just make your life miserable, obviously.
Mhm.
Our purpose is to try to change your behavior and to have it where you don't run into these problems again, where we don't ever have to meet in court again. I'd like to meet you on the street and see in a few years and see that you are in a successful career,
Yes, sir.
and it would be a happy situation. I do not like to meet individuals again on a repeat basis, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Judge, I spoke with Shannon and she has texted him, she has emailed him, she even spoke with him on the 11th, and you haven't responded back to her regarding that program. So I don't know what she would like to do now, but she has reached out to him.
Who exactly?
You spoke with our dispute resolution, Shannon. She let you know about the program. She said she spoke with you on the 11th.
Oh, the deferral program?
Yes.
Yes, I did hear about that. I couldn't do it because of certain situations back at Tech,
Okay.
but yeah, that's the only reason I didn't respond. I literally I physically could not do the deferral program.
I,
It
s-
was-
I see. You could not you could not actually go through the deferral program.
yeah, I couldn't.
Are you sure? Did you ask if there were other options?
I mean, she said I was allowed to, but the requirements for it was just something like family, personal issues and stuff like that. I just couldn't do.
I see.
So yeah,
I just want you to understand that that is
an option.
that is an option, and it's a preferred option because it doesn't leave a black mark on your record from now on.
Yeah.
And you still you're not wanting to have your parents know. Is that what the situation is?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was specifically, um, I'm just not on, I was not on the best terms with my parents right now specifically. And that I don't specifically know if they would be able to help me with the deferral program because of that and like family in general. So,
Okay.
yeah, like I said, it's just personal issues. I just didn't think it would be, I don't think it would be the best for us.
It would be very much in your best interest if you did pursue that program. If, however, you're choosing not to, then I'm going to proceed with the guilty plea and sentence you. And of course, this will be a severe sentence. I mean, this will be a severe fine because of your age,
Mhm.
18, and the potential to have repeat occurrences of this. I understand, your situation to some extent with your parents, not wanting them to know, but at the same time, when parents are not involved, the chances of repeating this again go up dramatically.
Mhm.
So obviously, that's why we've been pursuing this. And remember that it will have consequences in your career down the road. A guilty plea.
I have just one more question. I think her name was, it was Shannon.
Yes.
Yeah, so I did talk to her and I asked if there was another way for me to use a guardian, like for example, like family, like my brother or something like that. But she said that some kind of advisor at court, maybe. Like, are those still options that I can do? Or
You would need to discuss that with them. Yes.
okay. So I mean, yeah, okay. Thank you.
What I would prefer to do
Hmm.
to give you the best leg up possible and to the greatest chance of actually changing behavior and helping yourself in the future is I would like you to visit with them again and see if that would not work. And if not, then we will come back, and of course, it will be a harsh sentence.
Yes, sir. So would I have to reschedule my court date?
Yes. What we'll do is we'll reschedule your court appearance here.
Okay.
Cindy.
Yes, Judge, can you hold on for a second? I'm with the customer.
Okay. She'll be with you in just a moment. And
Okay.
we're shorthanded, and it's very busy today.
Yeah, I understand. I tried to call the court yesterday and stuff like that. Nobody was answering the calls. It was like ringing and stuff like that.
We are going through an IT transition, and we had to close the office during the afternoon so all 4 of our clerks could attend classes. And
Did Lubbock get hit with the tornado as well? Because we had
No.
tornado warnings here.
no, we had hail, but not a tornado that actually hit the Lubbock city,
Okay.
anywhere within the city.
Just to ask, if I were to get the fine, how much would it be specifically?
Generally, if someone, especially at your age, chooses not to pursue the diversion program,
Mhm.
then I generally go in the 350 range, and that's plus court costs. So add another hundred and some odd dollars on top of that. So it comes close to the $500 mark.
Okay.
Plus, there are classes and other things that are required, which are going to be duplicated. They're basically the same things that the diversion program requires. The difference being the diversion program gives you a clean sheet. And an employer does not have to ask you, what's this on your record down the road?
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, guys. So, what are we doing? Is he going back to?
He's going to go back and talk with Shannon. I think
That's good. Okay, so if you decided to do that program again, then Shannon will let me know and we have you set for that. If it's something you're not going to do, then we'll reschedule you and you'll come to court just like today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
make sure that the numbers that that we have are numbers that we can be reached. Is it the same number that you were reached at before?
My phone number?
Yes.
It should be my same phone number, yeah. Yeah, that should be. So, what, am I getting like a scheduled meeting with Shannon?
No, you need to speak with her. They handle it with their office. So do you have her number to call her?
No, I do not. But I am going to be busy later. Like other than like after this, I'm going to be busy today because I'm also still a student. So like,
Well, I recommend
yeah. So I might have to call her tomorrow. So I was asking if there's like a scheduled meeting I could.
I don't know. Like I'm saying, you need to call her like right after this and see what you need to do. Because
Okay.
they've already, I mean, this case has been going on for a little while. They have contacted you many times and you haven't responded. So go ahead and contact her right after this. It's 806-775-1720. Because if she doesn't hear from you, we're going to go ahead and schedule you for court and you'll speak with the judge all over again.
All right. 806 what?
775-1720.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Judge. The next one we have is 2021-290-136, Enrique Garcia.
Okay. 26.
36.
36.
Hello, Enrique. Can you unmute yourself? You're muted.
Okay,
There you go. You're on with the judge, okay?
thank you.
Okay, Mr. Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The charge is public intoxication. How are you pleading on that this morning?
Guilty.
You're pleading guilty. Do you have that form that you were sent?
No, sir, I don't at the moment.
Okay. You will need to find that form. You will need to mark guilty on it. You will need to put your correct address and phone number on it.
Okay,
Make sure that it is your correct contact information that we can get in touch with you, because otherwise warrants go out for your arrest. And so you are, on your testimony this morning, I hear that you are pleading guilty.
yes, sir.
Okay. Then I am ready to hear your case. Tell me, how did this come about? What occurred? How were you picked up?
Sir, I'm not as sure of anything. I was, I'm unsure of anything. Can I just plead non-contest? Would that be easier?
It doesn't matter. In either case, I will hear it.
I was drunk.
Yes, tell me about the situation. What occurred? How is it that you were drunk, and how is it that you were given this citation?
Sir, I'm unsure. I'm unsure. I have trouble remembering. I'm also legally blind, 220 without correction. I don't see very good. I don't hear very good. I don't remember very good. I've been in and out of rehabs, substance abuse, felony punishment, 10 months. I've been to every rehab in town for alcoholism all my life.
Really?
Yes, sir. But I'm clean and sober today.
How long have you been clean and sober?
48 hours. I mean, I quit. I was At one point in time, I was drinking a lot of whiskey in the mornings and during the day, every day, just to function. And so I completely just I'm too old for this. I don't want to live like that no more. So it was definitely a wake up call to where I'm not focused now. I'm
Are
alert.
are you employed? Do you work?
Well, I haven't been working, but I just got a job. They understand I can't see. Goes, you can't see too well. Well, but we'll keep you. You know, do little odd jobs and stuff. But it's just to stay busy. But I don't have 40 hours.
I see.
I don't get more than 40.
What have you been working at? What job?
Just construction, cleaning, construction sites. Yes, sir.
I see.
Helping.
And you are 51 now, is that correct?
Yes, sir. 51 years old. A lot of wasted years.
It is very unfortunate. And I feel for you. Are you married? Have you been married?
3 times, but due to the drugs and alcohol, and I say drugs, alcohol is a drug. My understanding, that's where it all starts for me, anyways.
Yes. And any children?
They don't want anything to do with me. I haven't had any contact with any grandkids of mine either, as well. I guess it had to do with my first time I got arrested and had a felony, and it's kind of hard to rebuild those bridges since they know that he's still a drunk, and so I'm trying to rebuild those bridges and trying to function as best as I can. I think I was under the DARS, Disabled American, but I think they lost their funding. From my understanding, their DARS can no longer help me, so I have to go to a blue card or something like that. To get a normal job, I would have to get my sight back, which is kind of, there's like 7 things wrong with me besides keratoconus, diplopia, stigmatism, myopia. There's so much, and I haven't seen an eye doctor in many years. I haven't been taking care of being responsible.
I see. Well, you have a sad case, and I very much feel that. I am. Are you currently in a program?
No, actually, I'm not. No, the last one was Dove, not Dove Tree. Honeycomb House or something like that.
Okay.
It was 30 days, 30 days on that one. But it's been about a year
You said
since I've been to any.
you said you've been through this several times.
Anything.
Is that correct? I mean, you've been.
Yeah. Hmm. Yes, sir. Several times. I mean, I've been to every rehab in town. It seems like this. They're on Clovis Road. They're way out there. There was one that got shut down. I don't know.
What do you think is the problem? Why is it that why did this latest one come about? I mean, how is it that you just can't deal with life? What is the situation?
Well, no, I made friends. I was working on a ranch and, doing some chores, and I met some friends, some of the people that lived in those ranches. And of course, they drink whiskey, which I don't ever drink whiskey. That's how I lost a lot of family and friends. So I don't ever drink whiskey, but that's what they drink. So around them and drinking the whiskey, it uh, just it's all gone. The memory of everything.
I see. Well, I'm going to go with a $250 fine and an alcohol awareness class. It may not do any good, but I don't know anything else that I can do. I feel for your situation, but you're going to have to take responsibility and actually do something different this time to kick this. And it's you're ruining your life. You're ruining your family's lives. It's It's an extremely sad situation, and I don't do any of this with any relish. I don't. I just feel, in a sense, helpless. I don't know what to do to make you take charge of your life and actually get control of this. You can do it. I have seen individuals do it. And so I know that it can be done. And I just want to do everything that I can to encourage you to do it now before it's too late, before something terrible happens. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. That would absolutely help me because I need to be around people going the same direction. I think not having family or friends kind of it puts a wanting to be a part of something, and there's not a whole lot out there for me
No, there is.
as a drunk.
That is where we're going today. A $250 fine plus the court costs and an alcohol awareness class. And we're done. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Call the court. Wait about 45 minutes and give us a call, and we'll go over the fines and payment arrangements. If you need a payment arrangement,
Okay.
you can. And do you have the form that you pled on?
It's at the house. I do have it, but
Yeah,
I don't have it with me.
You can either come in or you can give us a call. We're all fixed to be finished with court probably in about 15
Okay.
20 minutes. So as soon as we're finished with court, we'll go that route. Okay.
Can I ask you this? Can I call at 12? Because I got to get back to
Yeah,
in there
that'll
because
be
my
fine.
boss is real. Okay. I'll call after 12. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
that'll be fine. Thank you.
Shalom.
Okay, I don't know where she is, so I'm looking. 2021-290-157. Michael Luna. Yes,
Okay.
Michael, are you still there? You are on mute. If you'll hit *6.
Yes, I am still here.
You are on with the judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Luna,
Yes, Your Honor.
the charge is public intoxication. How are you pleading on that this morning?
I am pleading guilty on that, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty. Do you have that form that you were sent?
Yes, I do have this form.
Okay, if you will mark the guilty plea on that and then put your
Okay,
correct address and phone number.
got it.
If we don't have a correct address and phone number or we can actually reach you, then our only option is to put a warrant out for your arrest. And of course, those
Yes,
don't
Your Honor.
go well. Okay, now that you have pled guilty, let me hear about how this public intoxication charge, how it occurred. What is this a regular occurrence with you? What's happening?
No, Your Honor. What I did at that time, I attempted to go to a hospital to detox for alcohol. I realized that my issue, while it was still something that I did only at home, had become a problem, and I went to the hospital. At that time, the doctor informed me that he wanted to complete surgery with me before he was wanting to detox me due to just a small issue with my upper GI. I said I wasn't interested in doing that. I preferred to go home. And then I inevitably got lost. I waved down a police car. It was unmarked, but I could see the light bar. So I waved them down, attempting to find directions. I was approached by 4 different police vehicles who were very professional and assisted me. I told them that my phone was dead. I couldn't find where I was going. I obviously did not want to drive. And I informed them I was just trying to get directions. They informed me that I could call a male relative to get a ride home, but if I could not do that, they would arrest me. And I advised them that I could attempt to do that. They let me charge my phone. I was unable to reach anyone. I was attempting to take steps and precautions to ensure that I wasn't in a public area with lots of people. So I wasn't at a bar. I wasn't out getting drunk. I was attempting to get home. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reach anyone, so I was detained. I spent a couple of days in jail. I believe it was a couple of days. And then I was able to make bond. Thankfully, at that time, like you had asked, is this a regular occurrence with me? Absolutely not. I realized that that would be a problem. So I was able to detox and withdraw at home. And then I'm currently calling you from a rehab facility where I'm an outpatient. I've been in this since April 30th, and I could provide documentation if need be. I'm approaching my month of sobriety. I've been able to get medication for underlying issues that I had not been diagnosed with prior to address issues that were leading to me making this mistake. And I've also been attending regular Alcoholics Anonymous. So it's a problem that I was spending at home. I wouldn't say it was a mistake to flag down a police officer for assistance, because I think that's would be the best course of action. But I did make that mistake once. It's not a mistake that I would repeat. And with the steps that I've made, I'm hoping to show that this is not an issue and that recidivism is not an issue for me either.
Mr. Luna, are you employed?
That is another thing that I have worked to improve. I currently have 2 job offers. At the time, I was unemployed. I have a job offer as a recruiter, and I also have a job offer for telemedicine. So I'm attempting to do everything that I can to restore myself to be a functioning member of society. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to start with the recruiting job, and then at night work on the telemedicine. So I am attempting to be gainfully employed.
And what is what recruiting for what? For who?
Yes, it'll be recruiting for staffing. So it would be recruiting for people to work in manufacturing jobs. It's something that I have a background in, something that I'm passionate about. And I'm hoping to be able to do that to demonstrate not only to the court, but to my family, who I am rebuilding relationships with, that this was a one-time occurrence and it was a mistake, but it's one I want to correct.
I see. You are currently in a rehab program.
Yes, that's correct. I started at April 30th.
Okay. How is that proceeding?
It's been fantastic. I spend Monday through Friday from 10 to about 4:30 here at Stages of Recovery. I'm under clinical supervision. I'm also working with a nurse practitioner to ensure that I have medication, which has completely changed my view on things. I should have gone to a doctor earlier. And I've also worked extensively with a therapist. I'm following their steps and their procedures, and they're also doing data analytics where they've determined through my interactions, my assessments, that I have a very low, extremely low chance of withdrawal, because it's not something that I wish to do. Or I'm sorry, relapse, because it's not something that I wish to do.
How long is this an alcohol, or is it other drugs?
It is only alcohol. I've never had another drug. I'm also being treated for mental health, which was something that I wasn't aware of that was causing me to make these mistakes. And it is a 90-day program.
I see. You are 35 years old currently, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You're well spoken. Do you have a degree, or are you?
Yes, I have a degree in business administration and organizational behavior.
I see. Okay. You have prospects, and of course that's something that I'm very concerned about. Certainly, have you had any previous runs in with the law?
No, I had a failure to control speed. That was the ticket that I've had. I've begun to pay on that, but other than that, I've never even had a parking ticket. I've never been out drinking publicly. It was something that I always did at home, so I was able to avoid any kind of problems.
But you realize that you have a problem with this.
Absolutely, it is a problem. It's not something that I can ever return to. I could never be a social drinker. And through this rehab facility, through Alcoholics Anonymous, and through being able to be medicated, I've learned that it's an issue that I just simply don't want to have anymore. It's not a fun, leisurely thing for me. It's not for me. It's for many people, but I'm not a person that wants that or even needs that.
Based on our conversation this morning, I'm going to go out on a limb a little bit. I'm only going to assess a $50 fine. There are the court costs, so it will be significantly above that. But I'm going to try, since you are in a rehab program and since you appear to be making an honest attempt to alter this behavior, I'm going to go out a little bit on a limb and only make it a $50 fine.
Yes, Your Honor, I appreciate that very much.
And I'm not going to require an alcohol awareness class simply because you're already involved with that.
Yes.
But obviously, certainly my hope is that you can get this under control and that we never have to meet in court again. I would like to meet you on the street years down the road and see that you've made a successful transition and that you're doing well.
Absolutely, Your Honor, and I appreciate you being a part of that recovery by going out on a limb for that.
Yes, sir. And if you'll visit with our clerk, please.
Okay.
Yes,
I
Your
can
Honor.
just call our office back in about 45 minutes. I will let you know how you can take care of that $50 plus court costs.
Okay, thank you. And I can, the only question that I would have for you, is it the number that ends in 1540?
Yes. 1546 is my extension.
1546. Would you mind giving me that full number, please?
Yes. 806-775-1546.
1546. Thank you. And may I have your name for that purpose?
Ready?
Just the first name, or if I'm able to, would I just be able to say, hi, I'm calling to make this payment?
Right. It goes directly to me.
Okay, great. Thank you for your assistance. I appreciate it. Would I be able to disconnect now?
Yes, you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Bye.
Okay, Craig, we have one more. It's 2021-290-160, Rachel Ledesma.
Okay.
Good morning, Rachel. You're now on with the judge, okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
The charge this morning is public intoxication. How will you be pleading on that?
No contest.
You're pleading no contest, okay? Do you have that form?
Yes, sir.
Have you marked no contest on it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. And then have you filled it out with your correct address and phone number?
Yes.
So we can actually reach you at that address and phone number?
Yes.
Good, because if we can't reach you, then obviously warrants go out for your arrest.
Okay. I'm going to put my cell number and my mother's number, the house phone.
That's good. That's good. We appreciate that. Now that you have pled no contest, tell me about this public intoxication charge. How did it come about? What's the situation? Tell me your story.
Well, it's not something that happens every day. I'm just, honestly, I've had a rough, I lost my house in Tahoga, and I just had a downtime, sir. I had just returned from Tahoga after packing. I don't really have an excuse, but that's, I hit rock bottom at 25 years, my grandfather's house.
Are you in any type of a recovery program, or are you doing anything about this situation?
Well, working and trying to pick myself up. I'm staying with my mom now since I lost my house, and working and not drinking, and
Okay.
I'm trying to pick up the pieces. I got a good job now.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like a sad situation that caused you to lose your house. What occurred there?
I fell behind on the taxes.
And why was that?
Well, I was already behind a little bit in the first place, And then my mom's had 4 eye surgeries last year, and I was helping her with the co-payments. And then the COVID happened, and I had 4 years working at Tech, but they shut down for a while. And I just basically fell behind.
I see.
And then I just needed $600 more to save my house. And 2 days later, I got the stimulus check.
Wow.
And that's what I used for U-Hauls and storage and mileage to move my stuff to storage here.
And then the actual occurrence here when you were cited on this, you just started drinking, felt that was the only way out.
No, I guess it wasn't the only way out. And I drink a lot of coffee. Sorry, I'm real nervous.
I understand. I'm just trying to see
And
if,
my mom's picking me up. You know, she's, if you want to call rehab, she's rehab.
have you ever had any problems with the law before?
No, not major, not like this. Tickets,
Traffic tickets?
yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
No other alcohol occurrences or anything like
No,
drugs, and you're not a drug user.
no, sir.
Okay. Well, I feel for your situation. I'm glad to hear that you are making this. I think that we're going through a situation in America where with this COVID shutdown has caused a lot of millions of individuals to have problems like yours. And I really want to do everything that I can to impress upon you, of course, the importance of family and working through these things and not falling into this abyss, this hole.
Yeah, my mom said she's not gonna, but it was real hard to lose my house, sir.
I understand that, and I'm going to go very light on the fine. I am going to require an alcohol awareness course.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go with a $50 fine plus the court costs, so it will be substantially above that. But the alcohol awareness, I think, is the most important thing that I can do, hopefully, to help you along the way to never be in this situation again. I look forward to meeting you on the street in the future and to see that you've kicked these problems behind you and that things are going much better for you. I hope never to see you in court again.
You probably will. I work at the Civic Center. Aren't they having courts there? Or I'm fairly new.
Okay. Well, I hope that we can meet in other circumstances and not.
Yes.
Okay, Judge, what did you find her?
$50
Okay.
and an alcohol awareness class.
Okay, Rachel, I'll need you to call my office back in about an hour at 775-1546, and I will let you know how you can take care of that fine and court costs.
775-20. I'm sorry, what was that?
775-1546.
And your name, ma'am?
Cindy?
In about an hour?
Yes, because I'm trying to get through all these other cases I've been calling, and yeah, just call me about an hour and we'll let you know what you need to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Judge, we're all done.
Okay.